One of the things with trends is sometimes the vintage versions are just so much cooler, and also it's so rare you're not going to find it out and about on Instagram or elsewhere. You're just going to be doing that trend a little differently because we know that we can thrift that, and that's what we're going to be doing for this video. Hi guys, welcome back to Model Image and Happy New Year. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for returning. I'm so happy to see you. Took a little break, got some rest. I'm back. If this is your first time, hi, my name is Rashay. I'm a lover of fashion, the business of fashion. I'm also a little obsessed with vintage. If this is your first time, I do a lot of styling content here, primarily through thrifted or vintage finds. So if you do like styling content, fashion content, please consider subscribing. I'd love for you to join the family. So it's the top of 2025 and it's time for our little trend report, but we do it a little differently here. It's what is trending, and also from that list, what are we thrifting? Because you know, some of the best versions of these trends are vintage. I am a lover of vintage, and so I'm definitely scouting those out. And even if it's not vintage, 10 years ago, they probably did that style, and it's available now, being recycled, and now, you know, you get to have the look for less. I am starting out with my favorite on the trends list, and that is the Maximalist is back. We still might have our people doing our classic styles that they branded as old money and quiet luxury, but it's just classic lines that have stood its time throughout decades. That's pretty much it. But if you are someone who just enjoys colors and pattern printing and throwing things on, then you're in the right place, because the thrift store is where you get to do a lot of that. And it's that eclectic style I tend to like to see, but not necessarily do as much of the pattern mixing and up and down myself. Actually, our friend Heather Timble is probably be like, hello guys, Maximalist, duh. You know, the Vivienne Westwoods of the fashion world personalities are like, you know, this is just my everyday. So some of the trends here aren't, you know, like groundbreaking. It's just what you'll see people trying and playing around with more for the fun of it, basically. Now, the Maximalist trend is not only just in terms of your wardrobe aesthetic. You're putting on, you know, like I said, mixed prints, you're trying different layering techniques, but also for jewelry. It gives way to like bold jewelry. We started seeing a lot more of the 80s really large earrings and necklaces coming back. You know me, I love an 80s moment. So I'm here for it. But also, we also saw a lot of the bag charm, bag decoration. I forgot what they're calling it. But that's also still going right ahead. But it's not just if you have, you know, the Louis Vuitton or the Hermes. It's like whatever bag you have that you love, that you think is cute, just, you know, decorate it, put some chains on it, get some charms on it. And we're going full Maximalist head to toe. And I am here for it. And this, you can definitely find patterns and prints at the thrift store. My tip is still look at color categories if you want to try it out. For instance, yellow and green, and you like pairing yellow and green together in general, then try to find a yellow floral pattern and probably a green plaid pattern and shove those two together and see how you like it. You know, we're still staying in our color categories that we like, but now we're adding them in print and then playing with those together, you know. But the beauty with Maximalist style, it's based on your own taste. You don't have to go into pattern mixing if you're not generally curious about it. The people who do that are the people who do it well, and that's just how their brain works. So you don't necessarily have to take on someone else's personality to do trends. Do the trends the way you do them. You know, that's what I'm saying. So when it comes to Maximalist looks, floral prints, plaids, colors, you can definitely, absolutely thrift that. From one extreme to the next, let's go into that tailored look. They've been calling it many different things. Elevated, tailored. It always comes back, especially for spring, where it's still a little chilly in many places. So suiting does keep some of the chill off, but it's always different ways of looking at suiting that's not so much workwear. Think oversized, you know, we're having fun with it, we're draping and just renewing how we see, you know, structured workwear. We're just having fun with it. And I definitely think you can get that at the thrift store. You know me, I love a men's section, I love a men's suit, and I'm definitely gonna pull these out of my closet and then look for some other things to mix in. So when it comes to the oversized looks, you can definitely get creative at the thrift store. I say head straight to the men's section and play around with it, and you can definitely thrift that. But on the other side of the scale, we have the very ladylike style, and we're thinking very Chanel, very fitted. There's always gonna be a yin and yang because all people aren't the same. So there's something in it for everyone. If you like the relaxed, oversized look, then that's for you. If you like to keep your clothes very close and fitted, make sure it still has to, you know, nothing is bulging. That's not the fitted that we like, and that is chic. But the feminine, Chanel-esque type looks are also there. And for me, my everyday look, going, you know, to the grocery store, walking the dogs, whatever, that's my oversized, throw it on, grandpa-ish kind of look. But if I want to go, if I know I'm stopping for lunch, or I want to, you know, I'm feeling like very feminine, etc., then I might put on a mini skirt suit that's a lot more fitted. So it all depends on mood and where I'm going. So both of these trends actually work for me. Other styles that you may not, you know, think is so new is asymmetry, especially when it comes to spring, summer. We love seeing those off the shoulders, those little playful hemlines. You know, it's very flirty, it's very feminine, and sheer is still very much a part of spring. They're calling it boudoir dressing, and it also leads into another trend, which is boho, very frilly, especially with the comeback of Chloe, and everybody was all over Chloe again. Remember those days of Chloe girl? Yeah, we're doing the frills, we're doing the cascading of frills, and we're just getting back into the femininity of things. So we have the masculine structured suits, oversized, etc. And we also have the very girly feminine sheer. And there's no rule that you can't, you know, put them together. Just remember that. You can be doing more than one at the same time. It works. It's okay. I think one of the periods of time where we had a lot of asymmetric hemlines, etc., was in the 90s. So if you're looking for asymmetry, that little flounciness, you can definitely look out for those 90s pieces. You may be able to find some in the 80s. They're more for the drop waist. I would say your go-to is in the 90s revival category. But when it comes to asymmetric hemlines and necklines, you can absolutely thrift that. So because sheer has been such a part of fashion, I think every season they try to get me to wear sheer in fall. I said no thank you, but it is always there. So there will be mounts of sheer in the thrift store. Look out for frilly tops as well. If they're not in sheer, it doesn't matter, it still works for the boho type of this trend look, but you can absolutely totally thrift that. Going back into our maximalist-esque style, animal print, everything is back. We leaned a little more to leopard print in the fall. Well, from summer to fall last year, it was all about the leopard print, which gave way to people being like, let's bring back the animal print full scale. So you're finding zebra print will be very popular this year. You know, we did a lot of the brownie colors. I guess they want a little more black and white, coming back into that kind of color tone that always works so well, black and white. So look out for a lot more zebra print this year, but believe me, you're gonna see animal print a lot. You're still gonna see a lot of leopard print, because that's just like the tried and true. Leopard print goes with so many different styles and aesthetics and color tones. So definitely look out for animal print. You know, I love me an animal print. What do I have? Wait, I actually, short intermission, I already took out one of my jackets from storage. Let's just say I'll be repping a lot of animal print for 2025, starting in the spring, because this is a nice lightweight jacket. I love the cropped sleeves on it, jeans and t-shirt. I'm ready. There will never be a day that you go into the thrift store and not find one animal print. If you even want to tiptoe in it and you find a pants that might not work for you, but you can use a fabric to make yourself a little headband or a head wrap and just rock that little headband as your little tiptoe into the trend. Listen, we can get creative, but it's at the thrift store when it comes to animal print. You can absolutely thrift that. These are the top 5 trends that I think we will have fun finding in the thrift store. We can definitely thrift that. Now I wanted to go into some micro trends, and even though this is the color of the year, I'm gonna put that little pale pink in the micro trends because, you know, pink can be a little polarizing. You're gonna see a lot more pink in, you know, retail stores, etc. How many people are going to jump onto it? I don't know. We did see quite a few people in the, you know, Barbie pink, so maybe it's not as polarizing as you think, and it might just be, you know, one of the top trends. Even though to me it's a micro trend because I'm not necessarily gravitating for those pale pinks, but do you, boo? Let me know in the comment section if this is going to be major trend, or even though it's the color of the season, even though it's the color of the year, it might just be a micro trend. Let me know, prove me wrong, tell me in the comment section. I'd love to hear your comments on the pale pink. Maybe your favorite color, who knows? But as much as I'm being biased against the pale pink, when you go into the thrift store, luckily there are a lot of thrift stores that are color coded. So if you're looking for pale pink, which I always recommend if you're doing trends, color trends are the easiest to do, especially at the thrift store, because the color trends, you just go straight to the section. You'll see pale pink and you just look through to see if there's any tops, etc. that, you know, you like. So, you know, you can definitely, absolutely thrift that. Some are the less likely things on the micro trends that is more for the retail market and maybe less so on the thrift market are things like bubble hem. The bubble hem dresses and skirts are still trending for 2025. So if you invested in 1 or 2 last year, or you have a DIY project that you still haven't finished with a bubble hem, then it's still relevant. So go ahead and throw on your bubble hem dresses the minute spring rolls out. It's still working, it's still going strong. And for the denim lovers, we may not see these styles, some of these styles in the thrift stores yet because they just came out last year. Speaking of the barrel jeans or the horseshoe jeans, you may be lucky and find 1 or 2 in there, but that's one of those little micro trends. So if you're looking out, if you're heading out to buy denim, definitely, or you had your barrel jeans from last year, it is still very much trending for 2025. Other jeans that are trending are wide leg jeans. I am so happy to see the dark jeans with the cuffs. They're doing a lot of wide leg cuff jeans, which, you know, my vintage one from probably 2 years ago is still one of my favorite pairs. And I absolutely love those. I even found one on Style We with that collaboration with that nice wide cuff jeans. If I can find the link, I'll put it in the description if you wanted to get your hands on that. But I'm so glad that's, you know, not that it bothers me because I'd be wearing my jeans anyway. Welcome to everyone else to the party. But that style of jeans is definitely trending this year as well. Last year, there's a lot of talk about the skinny jeans coming back, and people are like, oh my God, no, why are you doing this? There's some form of the skinny jeans coming back for 2025, and it's a skinny straight. We did a lot of the straight leg jeans for quite a while. You know, you still wear your jeans, but if you're wondering why you're seeing so many of these things, is because, you know, they're trending, they're gonna be in the retail stores, and you're gonna see an abundance of them. So now they're doing the skinny straight. It doesn't, you know, bring your foot all the way down into an axis, and it should be a little more flattering overall, balancing out the proportion of the hip to ankle ratio a little better. So look out for that. I think the skinny jeans, if you're wearing boots, etc., is definitely a place for it. But if you're wearing it with like a oversized blazer and loafers, loafers are still trending for 2025. I'm not going into shoes and accessories so much for this video, but a skinny straight, I think it still has its place. It just has to fall at the right stop point, you know. And finally, for denim lovers, white jeans, your white and creams. I also said to myself, I want to wear my white and cream jeans more. When I see it, it looks so chic, and then I keep saying, why don't you wear your jeans more? Well, for 2025, I'm going to pull out my whites and my creams, and I'm definitely going to give them the wear they deserve. So if you're a denim lover and you do have a few white jeans tucked away in the back of the closet, 2025 is the time to bring them out, and girlfriend, you'll be trending, okay? One of the micro trends that you might see this year, we had a little eyebrow raise when we saw it coming down the runway. I think it was brands like Prada that was doing like pants with a skirt. We're doing pants and skirt again, guys. This time it's more in terms of the corporate wear, suiting. There was one where the leg for the pants was completely gone. So it was one side pants, one side pants and skirt type thing with on an angle. Oh my goodness. So you're gonna see that. Now, as much as it's outrageous, sometimes I like these little outrageous trends because when you go into the thrift store, you get to be very creative. The last time they had that was with the pleated skirts. This time it's more of the straight skirt with pants look. So if I feel so inclined, I might try and do a DIY just for the fun of it. Because fashion is fun, yes. But when it comes to that kind of style where it's like very quirky, absolutely, you can thrift that. Do your little DIY, you can make it work. It's possible. The last on the, what I'm calling micro trends, I'm calling it a micro trend. It's a baggy pants kind of thing. Not everyone's gonna be in the baggy drapey pants. High-waisted pants are still very much in for 2025, but if you want a high-waisted with a little more volume, that's kind of what they're saying, you know, go for it and just, you know, let the pants flutter in the wind. It could be wide leg or closed ankle. It's just a lot more roomy, baggier, slouchy kind of aesthetic for the pants. And like I said, you know, it's not everyone's taste, but I think it can still be styled really cool. It's something I'd get creative in. I still go again in the men's section, find something a little bigger like I like to do, take in the waist, and then I'd have the waist sitting where I need it to be, but the volume in the pants. So that is also still quite possible by going to the thrift store and getting a little creative. So you can definitely, when it comes to the baggy pants trend, you can definitely thrift that. Just some honorable little mentions outside of my top 10 list. We're looking at the hot pants, which is taking over from the mini skirts. That's also in the metaverse as one of the trends that's for 2025. So, you know, if you have that fabulous leg, girl, let them out. You know, it's time to stretch your stuff in your little hot pants. That's also trending. Will I do it? I don't know. We'll have to see. Summer might be calling. Remember, I did grow up on a tropical island where all I wore were hot pants, so it's not that strange for me. The last one that I'm going to mention, begrudgingly, because I do not really like the athleisure stuff when it comes on. Because people just think athleisure and they put on some leggings and a t-shirt and that's it. Not everyone does it well. Sometimes, many times, it looks really sloppy. So, you know, if you're a sporty chic girl, do you, boo? Outside of that, I'm not a fan of the athleisure trend because most of the time it's just not well executed and it's just usually lazy gym wear that they throw on because they can't be bothered. That's usually what the athleisure wear boils down to be. But if you can find those nice chic ones, you want to create your little style, mixing up, you know, like a sporty jacket with some more baggy jeans or pants and skirt, or you can play it off, then, you know, go for it. But it is my least favorite. Whenever I see athleisure, athletic, sporty, anything, it's never my gig. So I thought I'd mention it here because it's back again. And it's one of the trends of the season, so trends of the year. So at least I let you know that it's back. Not my favorite, but it's going on. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments section if you are interested in any of these trends. Is it any part of your personal aesthetic that you're just gonna push a little more overboard because you know it's 2025 and it's trending? Maximalist. And let me know in the comments section if this has helped you to narrow in any of the trend pieces or trend looks or trend aesthetics that you are interested in. And that's the other thing with the maximalists. I think they've gotten over the aesthetic, this aesthetic, that aesthetic. Now they're like, just do you, boo, be authentic, be individual. Enough of the uniform aesthetics. Let's just go wild, be a maximalist, and enjoy yourself. Can you realize that that's my favorite for the year? That and animal print. Those two are neck to neck. But guys, thank you so much. Again, Happy New Year. Thank you for coming back and joining me. Thank you for coming if this is your first time. And I cannot wait for this year, and I'm looking forward to it. So see you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel. I'd love for you to join the family. If you did like this video, please give it a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.